the country that runs on time and never runs out of surprises. This is Japan. Japan is unlike anywhere else on Earth, where ancient temple bells echo through misty mountain forests and 60-floor skyscrapers light up a skyline that never sleeps. Where you can eat the best meal of your life for $8 or $800. Where trains run so precisely, a 20-second delay makes the national news. This is Japan, and this is everything you need to know before you visit. Japan is one of the most accessible countries in Asia. Citizens of over 68 countries, including the United States, the UK, Australia, Canada, and all of the European Union, can enter visa-free for up to 90 days. After the COVID-era closures, Japan fully reopened to independent travelers in October 2022, and tourism has since surpassed pre-pandemic levels. At the border, you'll receive a stamp for a tourist visa on arrival. You cannot work, and you cannot extend it without leaving the country. One important thing, as of January 2025, Japan introduced a 1,000 yen departure tax, currently around $7, charged when you exit. Budget for it. If you're flying in and out of different airports, say, arriving into Tokyo and leaving from Osaka, Japan is perfect for that. Book open-jaw tickets and save yourself a backtrack. Japan doesn't have a bad season. It has 4 dramatically different experiences. Cherry blossom season, late March to mid-April, is Japan at peak magic. The entire country erupts in pale pink, and parks fill with picnic blankets under flowering sakura trees. Book everything 3 to 6 months ahead. Accommodation sells out fast. Summer, June through August, means heat, humidity, and typhoon risk, but also vibrant festivals like Obon in mid-August. It's busy and warm, but the energy is infectious. Autumn, October to November, is arguably the most photogenic time of year. Maples turn deep crimson and gold. Nikko, Kyoto, and Kamakura become surreal. Winter in most of Japan is cold but manageable, and the snow resorts of Hokkaido draw skiers from around the world. And the crowds? Far smaller. For first-timers, spring and autumn are the sweet spots. Japan has a reputation as expensive, but that reputation is increasingly outdated. The yen has weakened significantly against the dollar and euro since 2022, making Japan genuinely affordable for most Western travelers. On a budget, you can live well for 7,000 to 10,000 yen per day. That's roughly 45 to 65 US dollars. That covers a capsule hotel, convenience store meals, and public transport. A mid-range traveler spending 15,000 to 25,000 yen, about $100 to $165, gets business hotels, sit-down meals, and day trips. Luxury travel in Japan is world-class. Ryokans with kaiseki dinners, private onsen, and seamless service. Expect 40,000 yen and up per person per day. The biggest budget category most visitors don't plan for: transportation. Long-distance bullet train travel adds up quickly, which is why your first research question should be whether the JR Pass makes sense for your trip. Japan's convenience stores, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lawson, are not like the ones back home. Fresh sushi, hot noodles, proper sandwiches. Eating convenience store meals isn't roughing it. It's part of the Japan experience, and it'll save you real money. The Japan Rail Pass is one of the most discussed travel purchases and one of the most misunderstood. The JR Pass is a flat-fee, unlimited train pass covering most JR-operated rail lines, including the Shinkansen bullet trains. It must be purchased before arriving in Japan. As of October 2023, prices increased significantly. A 7-day pass now costs around 50,000 yen, roughly 330 US dollars. A 14-day pass is around 80,000 yen. Is it worth it? Run the math for your specific route. Tokyo to Kyoto by Shinkansen is roughly 13,500 yen each way. If you're doing Tokyo to Kyoto to Hiroshima to Osaka and back, the 7-day pass pays for itself quickly. But if you're staying in Tokyo for most of your trip, the pass likely isn't worth it. Every visitor to Japan needs an IC card, like a Suica or Pasmo. It's a rechargeable transit card that works on subways, buses, and even at convenience stores. Get one at the airport, load 3,000 yen, and tap in and out everywhere. It's the single most useful item in Japan. Japan's bullet train network, the Shinkansen, is the backbone of long-distance travel. The fastest trains, the Nozomi and Mizuho, connect Tokyo to Osaka in 2 hours 15 minutes, and Tokyo to Hiroshima in under 4 hours. They run on time to within 54 seconds on average, a record no other major rail network in the world matches. For slower-paced travel on a tighter budget, highway buses are a fraction of the cost, Tokyo to Kyoto overnight for around 3,000 to 5,000 yen. You sacrifice speed and comfort for savings. Domestic flights make sense for long hops, Tokyo to Sapporo and Hokkaido, or down to Fukuoka and Kagoshima in Kyushu. Budget airlines like Peach and Jetstar Japan offer low fares if you book early. Tokyo is one of the great cities of the world, but it's not one city. It's a constellation of distinct neighborhoods, each with its own personality. Shinjuku is the sensory overload experience. Neon-soaked alleys, the famous Kabukicho Entertainment District, and Golden Gai, a block of more than 200 tiny bars, each seating fewer than 10 people. Start your Tokyo nights here. Shibuya is best experienced at rush hour. The Shibuya crossing is the world's busiest pedestrian intersection, up to 3,000 people crossing from 5 directions simultaneously. Watch from the Mags Park rooftop or a Starbucks window seat above the crossing. Asakusa is Old Tokyo. Sensoji Temple, rickshaw rides, traditional craft shops. Get here early, before 8 a.m., and you'll have the iconic Thunder Gate almost to yourself. Harajuku on weekends. The youth subcultures, the fashion, the crepe shops on Takeshita Street. Unconventional and fascinating. And don't miss Akihabara for electronics and anime culture, or the quiet residential neighborhood of Yanaka, which survived the war and the 1923 earthquake and feels like Tokyo 80 years ago. Tokyo rewards slow exploration. Give it at minimum 4 days. If Tokyo is Japan's future, Kyoto is its soul. The city served as Japan's imperial capital for over 1,000 years, and it shows. Kyoto has 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, more than 1,600 Buddhist temples, and over 400 Shinto shrines. Fushimi Inari Taisha is the famous tunnel of 10,000 vermilion torii gates climbing Mount Inari. The full hike takes 2 to 3 hours. Go at dawn. By 9 a.m., the first kilometer is packed. At the upper trails, it thins out considerably. Arashiyama is the bamboo grove, the river, the monkey park, and the Tenryuji garden. Beautiful and worth a full half day. The Gion district is the geisha neighborhood, preserved wooden machiya townhouses, lantern-lit stone paths. You may spot a maiko, an apprentice geisha, in the late afternoon heading to an engagement. Photograph respectfully, never block their path. Nishiki Market, Kyoto's kitchen, is a narrow 5-block covered market selling pickled vegetables, fresh tofu, skewered octopus balls, and matcha everything. Budget an hour to graze. Kyoto needs 3 days minimum. Most people who rush it regret it. Osaka has a reputation. It's the city that loves to eat. Dotonbori is the neon-lit canal district where you'll find takoyaki, octopus balls, the real Osaka ramen, and the giant mechanized Kani-daraku crab that's been a local landmark since 1960. The Osaka food culture has a concept called kideor, eat until you drop. It's not a joke. It's a philosophy. Beyond food, Osaka Castle is magnificent and largely reconstructed, but the castle grounds and moat are genuinely impressive. Shinsaibashi is the shopping and nightlife strip. Den Town is Osaka's answer to Akihabara. And for theme park fans, Universal Studios Japan in Osaka is widely considered one of the best USJ properties in the world, particularly the Wizarding World of Harry Potter expansion. Osaka works well as a 2-night base for exploring the Kansai region. Japan beyond the big cities rewards the curious traveler enormously. Hakone, 90 minutes from Tokyo, delivers the classic Mount Fuji view across Lake Ashi, weather permitting. Rope cars, open-air art museums, and onsen with mountain views. Perfect for a 1 or 2 night escape from Tokyo. Nikko, 2 hours north of Tokyo by express train, is a Baroque explosion of gilded shrines and mausoleums tucked into cedar forests. The Toshogu Shrine Complex is the most ornate structure in Japan. Hiroshima and Miyajima Island are 4 hours from Tokyo by Shinkansen. The Peace Memorial Park and Museum are among the most moving memorial experiences anywhere in the world. The Torii Gate of Itsukushima Shrine, appearing to float in the sea at high tide, is one of Japan's most iconic images. Nara, just 45 minutes from Kyoto or Osaka, is famous for its wild deer, over 1,000 of them, who roam freely through the park and bow for shikasenbei crackers. The Todaiji Temple houses Japan's largest bronze Buddha. Japan has social norms that are taken seriously, and knowing them will make your trip far smoother. No tipping. Anywhere. Not at restaurants. Not in taxis. Not at hotels. Leaving money behind can actually cause confusion and mild offense. The service is excellent because excellence is the standard, not because it's incentivized with tips. Shoes off. At traditional restaurants with floor seating, temples with interior access, many ryokans, and some homes, look for a step up at the entrance. That's the signal. Quiet on trains. Phone calls on the subway are genuinely frowned upon. Use silent mode. Many Japanese people sleep or read in complete silence. Garbage. Japan has almost no public trash cans, a legacy of a 1995 sarin gas attack in the Tokyo subway. Carry a small bag for your rubbish and dispose of it back at your hotel or at a convenience store. Tattoos. Many onsen and public baths prohibit visible tattoos due to historical associations with organized crime. If you have tattoos and plan to use public baths, look specifically for tattoo-friendly facilities. They exist and are increasingly common. Queuing in Japan is an art form. On escalators, stand to the left in Tokyo and to the right in Osaka. Yes, the sides are different between cities. When boarding a train, let passengers exit first, then board in a single-file line from the marked spots on the platform. It just works, and it's genuinely impressive to watch. Japan is extraordinarily safe by global standards. The 2024 Global Peace Index ranks Japan as the 9th safest country in the world. Violent crime against tourists is exceptionally rare. Lost property is routinely handed in. If you leave your phone in a taxi or on a train, there's a genuinely high chance it comes back to you. That said, Japan is seismically active. Familiarize yourself with basic earthquake safety. If an alert sounds on your phone, drop, cover, and hold. Most hotels have posted instructions. The National Alert System is excellent. For language, English signage is widespread in major cities and tourist areas. Tokyo's subway is fully bilingual. Google Translate's camera function handles Japanese menus and signs instantly. Learning 5 Japanese phrases pays dividends in warmth and goodwill. Sumimasen. Excuse me, sorry. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Ikura desu, how much is this? Igo wa hanasema suka. Do you speak English? Doko desu, where is? Japan has more Michelin-starred restaurants than any other country in the world, over 400 in Tokyo alone. But the food that will stay with you isn't necessarily the starred restaurants. It's the bowl of ramen at 11 p.m. in a tiny Shinjuku shop with 8 counter seats. The conveyor belt sushi where a plate of excellent nigiri costs 110 yen. The taiyaki, fish-shaped waffle cones filled with red bean paste, eaten while walking through a temple market. The essentials. Ramen comes in 4 major regional styles: Tokyo Shoyu, Sapporo Miso, Hakata Tonkatsu, and Kyoto Torai Paitan. Each is worth seeking out specifically. For sushi on a budget, try a kaiten sushi, conveyor belt sushi, or a standing sushi bar. Tsukiji Outer Market in Tokyo remains a breakfast sushi institution. Izakaya, Japan's version of the pub. Order small dishes, share, drink, and stay as long as you like. Street food covers takoyaki, yakitori skewers, yakisoba noodles, taiyaki, and melonpan sweetbread. And here's the insider move. Many high-end restaurants offer lunch taishiku, set menus, at half or a third of the dinner price. The same kitchen, same quality, dramatically lower cost. A vending machine in Japan isn't just cold drinks. Hot coffee, hot soup, hot ramen noodles, hot corn, even hot sweet sake. And the prices are often lower than a convenience store. They're everywhere, over 4 million across the country, and they become strangely charming very quickly. Japan offers a wider range of accommodation than almost anywhere else. Business hotels, like Toyoko Inn, APA hotels, and Dormy Inn, are the workhorses of Japanese travel. Rooms are compact by Western standards, but they're immaculate, well-equipped, and usually include a coin laundry. Budget 7,000 to 12,000 yen per night. Capsule hotels started in Osaka in 1979 and have since evolved into design-forward experiences. Pod spaces are private, often include luggage storage and a shared onsen bath, and cost 3,000 to 5,000 yen. Worth trying at least once. Ryokan, traditional Japanese inns, are one of the most memorable accommodation experiences in Asia. You sleep on a futon on a tatami floor, wear a yukata robe, and often receive multi-course kaiseki dinners. Prices range from 15,000 yen to 80,000 yen per person. Hakone and the Kinosaki onsen region are prime ryokan territory. One practical note: Airbnb in Japan was severely restricted in 2018. Only licensed minpaku properties are legal, and the market is much smaller than in other countries. Stick to licensed platforms. A few essential practicalities before you go. Cash. Japan is still largely cash-driven, particularly outside major cities and tourist zones. Carry yen. 7-Eleven and Japan Post ATMs reliably accept international cards. Withdraw larger amounts to avoid repeated ATM fees. Pocket Wi-Fi or SIM. Pocket Wi-Fi rentals are available at all major airports. Alternatively, a prepaid data SIM from iijmayo, Docomo, or a travel SIM covers you immediately. Essential for Google Maps navigation. Power. Japan runs on 100 volts and uses Type A plugs, the same flat two-prong design as the US. European and Australian plugs need adapters. Pharmacy. Japanese pharmacies, like Matsumoto Kiyoshi and Sundrug, are excellent and stock a wide range of medications. Cold medicines, allergy relief, and stomach remedies are all available without prescription. Many items are noticeably cheaper than equivalent products at home. Emergency numbers: 110 for police, 119 for ambulance and fire. If you have 7 days, focus on the Golden Route, the classic circuit that shows you why Japan is extraordinary. Days 1 to 3, Tokyo. Arrive, recover from jet lag, and spend 3 full days in the city. Shinjuku, Shibuya, Asakusa, and Harajuku. Evening in Akihabara or a Golden Guy bar crawl. Day 4, day trip to Nikko or Hakone. Take the romance car to Hakone for Mount Fuji views and an onsen soak, or the Tobu line to Nikko for the Toshoga Shrine Complex. Overnight at a ryokan if budget allows. Day 5, Shinkansen to Kyoto. Check in, walk Gion at dusk, dinner on Pontocho Alley. Day 6, Kyoto full day. Fushimi Inari at sunrise, Arashiyama Bamboo Grove, Nishiki Market. Or Nara, the Deer Park, as a full day alternative. Day 7, Osaka. 30 minutes by train from Kyoto. Spend the day in Dotonbori, eat your way through the city, and fly home from Kansai International Airport. With 14 days, Japan opens up significantly. Follow the 7-day Golden Route, then add days 8 to 9, Hiroshima and Miyajima. Take the Shinkansen west. The Peace Memorial Museum deserves 3 hours. Miyajima Island is 10 minutes by ferry. Stay overnight if you can and experience the island after the day tripper crowds leave. Days 10 to 11, Kyushu or Hakone Extension. Fukuoka for the best tonkatsu ramen in Japan. or return north for a proper 2-night ryokan stay in Hakone. Days 12 to 13, back to Tokyo. Shopping, museums. The Team Lab digital art installations are genuinely unlike anything else in the world, and the Skytree observation deck for a final bird's-eye view of the city. Day 14, final morning exploring, afternoon flight. With 14 days, you'll leave Japan feeling like you've only scratched the surface. That's the nature of the place. Japan doesn't just meet expectations, it recalibrates them. If this guide has helped you plan your trip, subscribe to World Travel Guide. We cover destinations exactly like this, with the data and detail that actually makes a difference. Drop a comment below. Which part of Japan are you most excited to visit? Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, or somewhere totally off the beaten path? See you in the next one.